My favorite exhibit is here at the Pioneer Town News, and the thing that makes that particularly interesting to me is my family was in the newspaper business in Dalhart for many years. So as you look in the exhibit in here, there's this old equipment was the kind of equipment that was in my family's newspaper. So it brings back a lot of memories about that. There's an old, they called it a linotype machine, where they would set the type, and they would use, they called them pigs, lead pigs. They're just lead bars that would be melted down in that machine, the linotype machine, and they would type with a different kind of keyboard that would generate the slug of type with a line of type. And then it would be assembled together and put into the page that was, to go into the newspaper. And I see back there, there's one of these pages where it's all been clamped down. And at my family's paper, they would put those big heavy pages, six or eight of them, depending on the day, weighing about 50 pounds apiece, and they had to lower that down into the basement where the press was. And I remember one time the pressman forgot to attach the pulley at the top, and as they started to lower that cart down into the basement, it just zoomed down at the bottom and hit the press and just exploded all over the place. So, but anyway, those are fond memories for me, is thinking about those days at the Dalhart Texan. But just generally, Pioneer Town, I like Pioneer Town because I'm intrigued by what it had to be like for people to develop permanent settlements where nothing had existed before. And you can look around here and see businesses that over time struggle to stay alive, compete, like I think of the livery stable over here. Well, I'm sure the livery stable owner was frustrated because people starting to drive cars, and so he could sort of see that as a threat to his business. And over time, the business, was completely lost. So it kind of reflects to me sort of the continuing struggle of humankind to find out new ways to do things. Today the newspapers, they're threatened by the internet. So what are they doing to try to compete, stay relevant, and stay alive? So I just think it's fascinating through Pioneer Town to see the way things were around the turn of the 20th century.